Welcome back, everybody. It's real hot. I don't know if you know, around the whole country, around the world, I think for the last 20 days it's been like record heat, like world for the world. And it's hot here, but this is typical Oklahoma heat. And old Irma has slowed down. Whoa, she has slowed down. So she was growing 30 pounds a day. Now she's roughly like 10 pounds a day. I'm hoping if this heat wave will cool off, then we can get her pushing some more weight again. But here's the problem. This is our little lesson for the day. After 90 degrees, photosynthesis really slows down, almost to a stop. And then after 100 degrees, it says, the plants say, no, I'm not gonna make my chlorophyll borophyll. And at about 11 o'clock, it reaches 90 degrees. And then it doesn't cool off till after, and that's in the shade. They're measuring the temperature in the shade. Yeah. And then until about 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening is when it gets under 90 degrees. So basically these plants have about 3 or 4 hours in the morning to actually make its chlorophyll. Send the food, these leaves. And then otherwise, some of these leaves start, you can see some of those start wilting over, but luckily I have the shade cloth so they don't all wilt down, but just with this heat, they aren't doing nothing.
How much it weighs?
It's 600 pounds. So Irma is at 600 pounds today.
Woo.
Now I'm hoping maybe, even though she's not growing as fast, maybe she's putting on some weight, like a thicker wall or something. So maybe she weighs more, because I measure. That's how we weigh. Everybody wondering how we weigh. Our one video, we got the measuring tape. And by the way, a good thing is when you have 120 inches measuring tape and it runs out, it's too small to reach around her. This is 10 feet. 10 feet will not reach around her anymore. She's bigger than 10 feet. So we go with the giant tape measure. Giant tape measure. Whoop. Wrap all around her. It is. I had to buy another tape measure. Problems, you know. When you get giant pumpkins, sometimes you have problems. Good problems, though. Hot weather, not good problems. So basically, I tried to water the leaves during the day to cool them off. And we started getting, if you see, especially broadleaves get this. This is called powdery mildew. Powdery mildew, that's not good. That kills your leaves. And then we had some leaves back there burn up. And leaves feed your plant. And Irma has been losing some leaves with this heat and me doing that. I treated the powdery mildew though, so we're gonna save those leaves. I used a neem oil is a good one to treat for powdery mildew and in the spots, but this kills them too. You just spray it on there and it'll take it out. So this is Captain Jack's. Carrie is on a balance beam of boards. So we're trying to balance and shoot. She's doing a good, she used to be a trapeze artist. So she's used to this. Yeah. Balancing and videotaping. It's tough, yeah, but she's doing it. Yeah, I got a bunch of burnt up leaves back there. Really not good for a plant, not good. Problem is, I should have showed the tomato plants. I have tomato plants that are doing great. A lot of other plants, watermelon, they can do just fine in this heat. But giant broad leaves like this, not so good. It's real big, look at it, woo! Yeah, chest big, he big. He's still growing. He's still growing. Not. Yeah. He's at 560 pounds.
560?
Yeah. Oh. So, Irma's 600. 40 pounds behind. He's made a big jump. But awesome. Once again, they both slowed down. They both have slowed down. Not putting on the 30 pounds a day. I was hoping at one point they'd start pushing 50 pounds a day, but okay. Yeah. You can hope in one hand and eat ice cream in the other. That's the saying, kids. I don't think that's the real saying, but Do you want to go see some of the other plants? Yeah. We've got more plants. It's not just Chet and Irma. We got others. Let's go check them out.
Okay.
Hola, we're at Babadook 2, the sequel, the basement sequel.
Barbados?
Barbados. We're at Barbados. Still not that big, but hey, it feels nice down here in the basement. It feels good. The plant's starting to even grow more. I put some fertilizer on it. And it doesn't have the power of the sun to really get big. See the leaves aren't that big. The plant's not that big, but proof we can grow some pumpkins down in the basement. We got a nice little wheel-shaped pumpkin, nice round, what you're used to seeing, buying at the grocery store. And it's still going, just hanging out here in the basement. Fun times. That's all we got. That's all we got from the basement.
Hasn't grown much.
It hasn't grown much, nope. The plant just started really growing some more after I put some more fertilizer on it. Really started taking off.
How much does it weigh now?
This? Like 15 pounds maybe? The most. Not very big. Boop, boop, boop. Sounds good though. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, is Pumpkin there? All right, we got one more pumpkin to see. Let's go check it out. Welcome to Gigi, old ghetto garden, and there's Gigi. She's doing all right, but obviously we're in the heat of the day. Look at the wilting leaves. They look so sad. They're all wilted over. She has a nice little stem on her. It's a good sized stem. Got to do some weeding, get some of those weeds out. But it's more, you can feed. You get a big stem, you can feed more juice to it, and they can get bigger. So, she could grow if all this heat. Now this one, remember, I don't have the shade cloth. So these things are just wilted over, and for about half the day, they literally do nothing but wilt over and look sad. Like, oh, it's so hot out here. They're kind of like humans. They'd rather be swimming in a pool and not sweating, and I'm like sweating. They're sweating. They're like, so hot. I'm just going to wilt over and be sad. In the evenings when it cools off, they look real nice, but then again, there's no sun and they're not taking in that sunlight. As we all know, plants do not grow in the dark. They can't photosynthesize. It's just facts. But
hot tip.
It's a hot tip. Let you guys know, don't grow things in the closet. In the dark. That's all we got for this week, but keep watching and we'll keep trying to grow. Someone shoo away all this hot weather and it'll help us a lot. And I won't have to water as much. All right, till next week. Bye, guys.